The most popular artist in my school is the girl nobody talks to. And yes, I know how insane that sounds, so let me explain before you think I have lost my mind, which honestly is fair because I have kind of lost my mind since I found out about this. Okay, so there is a singer online called LunaVerse. You probably know her. Everyone knows her. She has 12 million followers across platforms. Her songs have been streamed over 400 million times. She was on Spotify's top 50. She was featured on freaking Billboard. She performed on a late night show in silhouette because nobody has ever seen her face. Her lyrics make people cry in their cars at red lights. She wrote a song called Glass Ceiling that went so viral that my English teacher used it as a poem analysis exercise. A teacher used her lyrics as homework and gave us a grade on it. Now, here is the part where my brain broke. The girl who wrote those lyrics, the voice behind LunaVerse, the artist that 12 million people are obsessed with, she was sitting in the back row of that same English class in a gray hoodie, eating a granola bar, not making eye contact with a single human being, watching her own words get projected onto a whiteboard and analyzed by a room full of people who do not know she exists. Her name is Wren. She sits behind me. I have sat in front of this girl for 3 years, and she has spoken maybe 20 words to me total. She is so quiet, I sometimes forget she is even there. One time I literally leaned my chair back into her desk, and she did not even say anything. She just moved her stuff like a ghost. This ghost has 12 million followers. My name is Eva. I am 16, I go to Jefferson High in Portland, and I am about to tell you the most unhinged thing that has ever happened at this school. And at this school, that is saying a lot. Let me paint you a picture of how obsessed my school is with LunaVerse. The morning announcements. Principal Davis plays a LunaVerse song every Friday. Every Friday! He calls it Feel Good Friday. He once played Glass Ceiling and then said, whoever this young artist is, they have a gift from God. Wren was standing 3 feet away from the speaker eating a banana. She did not blink. The cafeteria. There is literally a table called the LunaVerse table where people sit and discuss her latest release like it is a UN summit. They have theories about who she is. Someone made a spreadsheet with columns for voice analysis and time zone clues from upload times and accent indicators. They are trying to find her using time zone clues, and she is sitting right there, eating her granola bar at the table by the trash can. I cannot. The hallways, people walk around with LunaVerse lyrics written on their arms. Her merch is everywhere. Her hoodie, and this is the part that makes me want to scream into a pillow, her official merch hoodie is gray. A plain gray hoodie with a tiny crescent moon on the sleeve. Wren wears a gray hoodie every single day. Every single day. And nobody has ever connected the dots because nobody looks at Wren. But the absolute peak of the insanity is Brooke Mitchell. Brooke is the self-appointed queen of Jefferson High. She has the personality of a parking ticket and the confidence of someone who has never been told no. She walks around school telling everyone she definitely knows who LunaVerse is and that they are close personal friends. Girl, please. Brooke once cornered me in the bathroom and said, Eva, do not tell anyone, but LunaVerse DM'd me last week. We are basically besties now. I said, Brooke, I literally do not care. She said, you will care when I get backstage passes. Backstage passes! To see the girl who eats granola bars 4 lockers away from her. Wren sits in the back of every class, hood up, head down, invisible. 12 million people know her voice. 0 people in this building know her name. And I was about to become person number 1. It happened on a Thursday. We were in computer lab. My laptop died because I forgot to charge it the night before because I was watching a video essay about whether pigeons have feelings. Do they? Probably. Wren was sitting next to me. I leaned over and said, Hey, Wren, can I borrow your laptop for like 2 minutes? Mine died. She looked at me like I had asked her to donate a kidney. She physically hesitated. But then she nodded and slid her laptop over. I opened Chrome, I went to my email, I hit print. Done. 2 minutes. Easy. And then a notification popped up in the corner of the screen. It said, LunaVerse distribution update. Your new single, Invisible Noise, has reached 4.2 million streams. Congratulations! I stared at it. I stared at it so long the screen started to blur. Then I looked at Wren. She was looking at me, and her face was doing that thing where someone's entire soul is trying to escape through their eyes. She knew I saw it. I knew I saw it. We both just sat there in the middle of computer lab having a silent conversation that went something like, me. What? Her. Please no. Me. You? Her. Please do not. Me. 12 million? Her. I am going to pass out. I slid the laptop back to her. I did not say anything. I could not. My brain was buffering like a broken video. I am pretty sure I sat there with my mouth open for at least 15 seconds because the kid across from me said, Ava, you good? You look like you just saw a ghost. I did see a ghost. A ghost with 12 million followers and a granola bar. After class, I caught up to Wren in the hallway. She was walking so fast she was basically sprinting. Her hood was up. Her head was down. She was trying to disappear. I said, Wren, wait. She stopped. She turned around and she said the 4 words that confirmed everything. Please do not tell anyone.
Not what are you talking about? Not that was a mistake. Not you misread it. Please do not tell anyone. I said, I will not, I promise. But can you please explain to me how the quietest girl in school has 12 million followers? She looked at me for a long time. Then she said, can we go somewhere private? We went to the music room. It was empty after 4th period. She sat on the piano bench. I sat on a chair. And she told me everything. Wren has something called social anxiety disorder. Not the I am kind of shy version that people joke about online. The real kind. The kind where standing up in class to give a presentation makes her feel like her chest is being crushed. The kind where being looked at by a room full of people makes her physically sick. She said, I can sing into a microphone alone in my bedroom with the door locked and the curtains closed, and it feels like breathing. But the second another human being is watching me, my throat closes and my hands shake and I forget every word I have ever known. When she was 13, she tried to perform at a school talent show. She walked onto the stage, the lights hit her, she saw the faces, and she froze. Not froze like she forgot the lyrics, froze like her entire body shut down. She stood on that stage in total silence for 22 seconds before the teacher gently walked her off. The audience was quiet at first. Then someone laughed. Then more people laughed. Then the whole room was laughing. She did not sing in front of anyone ever again. She went home that night and cried into her pillow for 3 hours. Then she opened her laptop, plugged in a cheap microphone, recorded a song in 1 take, and uploaded it to SoundCloud under the name LunaVerse. That song got 50,000 plays in 2 weeks. She kept uploading. The numbers kept growing. She never showed her face. She never did interviews. She never went to events. She built an empire of 12 million people who loved her voice and her words and her music, and had absolutely no idea who she was. Here is the thing nobody tells you about the quiet kids. They are hilarious. Not loud funny, not class clown funny, observational funny. The kind of funny where they say one sentence and you think about it 3 hours later and start laughing on the bus and everyone stares at you. Wren and I started eating lunch together. Just us. In the music room. door closed. And without the pressure of other people around her, Wren is a completely different person. She does impressions, good impressions. She can do Principal Davis so well that I once choked on my sandwich laughing. She said in his exact voice, "Students, please remember that the parking lot is not a TikTok studio," and I literally had to lie on the floor to recover. She notices everything. 3 years of watching people without being watched has made her the most observant human being alive. She said, "Did you know that Mr. Torres wears the same tie every time he is in a bad mood? It is the green one with the little fish on it. He has worn it 11 times this semester. 11 bad moods. I am tracking it." She said, "Brooke reapplies lip gloss exactly every 43 minutes. I have timed it. 43 minutes on the dot. Like clockwork. It is almost impressive." She said, "You tap your foot when you are bored and your pencil when you are nervous. Right now you are tapping both, which means you are bored and nervous, which is a very specific emotional state." I said, "You are terrifying." She said, "I know. That is why I write songs instead of talking to people. We became friends. Real friends. Not the kind where you say hi in the hallway. The kind where you text each other memes at midnight and have inside jokes that nobody else would understand, and sit in comfortable silence without it being weird." She played me new songs before she uploaded them. She would hand me one earbud and watch my face while I listened. If I cried, she would say, "Good cry" or "bad cry." And if I said good, she would smile in this tiny, quiet way that made me want to protect her from every mean thing in the universe. I kept her secret. I did not tell a single person. Not my mom, not my other friends, not even my diary. And I tell my diary everything. But secrets in high school are like water in a paper bag. You can hold it for a while, but eventually something pokes a hole. And that something was Brooke Mitchell. Obviously.
It happened because of a granola bar wrapper. I am serious. A granola bar wrapper brought down the whole operation. Wren and I were in the music room at lunch. She was playing me a rough cut of a new song on her phone. I had one earbud in. She had one earbud in. We were sharing the audio like two halves of a secret, which is exactly what we were. And I did not notice that the music room door was open a crack. And I definitely did not notice Brooke Mitchell standing on the other side of it with her phone out. The fact that you're still watching means you actually care about how this ends, and that means a lot. Do me a favor, like the video and subscribe so the next part finds its way to you. Part 2 ties it all together, I promise. See you there!